He's been called the funniest man in America, but enough about Mario Van Peebles. Let's talk about Jim Norton. Of course, you can hear him every morning on the Opie and Anthony Show, and he's a New York Times best-selling author. But let's get to tonight's plug. His latest comedy CD was released on Tuesday. It's called Despicable. Let's give him a chance to sell millions, shall we? Jim, I listened to it today. It's fantastic.
Thank you, Greg.
Why do you call it Despicable when it's fantastic?
Well, it's not about the content. It's about the cover.
Yes.
Which, when I was a rambunctious young lesbian, I took that photo.
Show that. That's an amazing haircut.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, and that's really how I looked a sophomore in high school. It was atrocious.
I assumed that maybe you had a big scar on your forehead you were covering.
No, I should have had a lobotomy. That was actually, or maybe that's the joke you were making, and I just tagged it by actually saying it like an idiot. By the way, this is a self-centered ass's dream. Like, we're all on the panel together, and then they just have to sit here and listen to me yammer for 3 minutes.
You know, they had the option to leave, but I wanted them to stay and soak up your greatness.
The option, Lauren begs, like, we go for 5 minutes? So we don't have to be here. We don't have to hear this idiot tap dancing for...
I learned something about you. You're obsessed with the band Kiss.
Yes.
You have a great bit in here about your Kiss fantasies. Tell me about what you...
Oh, my God.
It's good when the title makes you laugh.
Yes. It's pretty screwed up.
I forgot about that, because I talk about meeting them, I think. But yeah, this is true. When I was a kid, when I was like 7, I would fantasize that Kiss would come to my house in their makeup, and that they would beat me and hurt me and throw me down a flight of stairs. And then while I was crying, they would hug me and love me and make me feel better.
Oh, God. Wow. And how are you not in jail?
I don't know what that meant, but we interviewed Paul Stanley once on the Opie and Anthony Show, and Opie's like, tell him what you used to think, and I had to tell Paul Stanley that. It was so humiliating.
Well, why did he respond? Was he just a restraining order?
Oh, he just looked at me like, oh. And then we walked down. He walked down the street with us because we were going back to satellite radio, and Opie goes, why don't you give Jimmy a hug? And he had to hug me in front of fans on 57th Street.
Hey, pushed you on the ground.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I think I had the same kind of thing with Steve Austin, Lee Majors for the $6 Million Man. I don't feel so bad. What are your thoughts on women telling stories?
I think I didn't like it, if I remember that one. I think I said they were really bad storytellers. I don't remember why I said that.
So I'm pulling bits off your CD, and I just realized that this is a while ago. So
well, yeah, I wipe out CDs from my memory. Like, I don't do the material anymore. You just kind of forget about it and move on. Like, I have a new hour of stuff that I'm doing. Not that I'm plugging San Francisco this weekend. Not important. Don't even bother coming. But if you happen to be out there and you want to come and buy a few live, you can, because the money goes to me.
Yeah. Why is sex with a transgendered hooker like going to Europe?
Well, you know, Greg, it's because people say it makes you gay, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's like if you I'm an American, and if I go to Europe, I'm still an American when I come back. I just happen to enjoy Europe a lot more than I thought I would.
So what you're saying is the real patriot is the guy that has sex with the transgender.
Attaboy.
All right.
There you go.
Attaboy.
I got to ask you, you have this crazy autograph obsession. Have you gotten any new ones recently since the last time we talked? Any?
Photos. I do photos now. The autographs I got were Kinnison and Pryor. The photos I got Justin Bieber recently, which it's odd that ironic that I have that hairdo. I did Chelsea Lately with him, and I got a photo with him. He was so creeped out by me.
Oh, you look exactly like the person his parents say don't talk to at the park.
Yeah, I look like the older woman of questionable taste that would babysit him probably when he was young. I really am an awful-looking fat neck, and for me to stand there and go, "Hi, Justin, can we have a picture?" Okay, my left eye blinks a lot. And everybody notices that, but they politely just like, well, does he know that he has mild Tourette's? I understand that my left eye blinks. And, hi, can I take a picture, Justin? I think it really. I look like Isaac Hayes in The Duke of New York.
Was he nice to you?
Bad reference. What's that?
Was he nice to you?
What could he have done? He took a picture. There's a weirdo asking for a photo. He's like, yeah, he took one.
All right. Who was the worst? Who was the worst to you in asking for an autograph?
Frank Vincent blew me off the night I met. Well, De Niro blew me off. De Niro was my first blow off. So I was at an event and he was there and I tapped him on the forearm.
Yeah.
And I was like, Bob. I called him Bob because I'm like, he's so famous he won't realize that we never met.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can I have a picture? And he's like, no. And I actually said, but I have a camera. Like, that was the issue.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want you to take mental pictures.
Yeah, I thought you were going to do like a courtroom sketch of me.
That's just making masturbation material out of me for later.
The new comedy CD from Jim Norton is called Despicable, and it's now available. Look at that beautiful cover. You got to get it for the cover.
Yeah.